And since I said 5 days, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we have the exhibition display for the general public. Those who want to watch live, they can buy ticket online and they can come here and witness the beautiful maneuver of this wonderful display of aircraft from various nations. And in this exhibition, so as I said earlier, there are 900 plus exhibitors along with our own HL, indigenous HL, DRDO, and we have also stalls from Indian Navy, Indian Defense, Indian Army, and also Indian Air Force. We have many stalls, and also we can see how the airplane, the aircraft are manufactured. We can see the spare parts, and also we can see the MSME sectors which are providing the spare parts for the aircrafts. So in Bengaluru we have Asia's largest industrial area, that is Pina Industrial Area. Yes, you can see the first aircraft, that is F-16, taking off. Ladies and gentlemen, over to you. So that is roaring in the air from F-16, one of the best aircraft from USA. Yes,
the pilot
over
of the
to
aircraft,
the live and
Major
come back
Static
soon.
Trader, will now reposition for his first high-speed pass. He will accelerate the F-16 to speeds in excess of 700 miles per hour on the cusp of the speed of sound. Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to the horizon as we prepare for a thrilling demonstration of this maneuver showcased the aircraft's incredible speed and control at low altitudes, simulating a scenario where the F-16 would assert dominance and deter the adversaries on the ground. This display not only highlights the F-16's agility, but also its capability to deliver a powerful message without firing a single shot. The aircraft will now demonstrate side turn radius and high G maneuverability as he performs several The aircraft is now coming in from left to right for a high-speed pass. The aircraft is capable of pulling 9 Gs, and Major Static is capable and highly trained and well equipped to sustain up to 9 times the force of gravity during aerial engagements. The aircraft is now coming in for a landing from your left. That was a surprise for the audience by the pilots. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause for the F-16 Fighting Falcon.
देवियों सज्जनों, अब आपके सामने प्रदर्शन करने आ रहा है भारत में ही रूपांकित और विकसित भारत का गर्व लाइट यूटिलिटी हेलीकॉप्टर LUH. Continuing the visual treat over the pristine skies of Bengaluru, presenting now for the display is the latest addition to the rotary wing fleet of HAL, the LUH. A 310 class utility helicopter indigenously designed, developed and manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, which meets the requirements of both military and civil operators. Ladies and gentlemen, please shift your gaze towards the LUH painted in shining colors. With absolute pleasure, presenting the first maneuver of LUH, 360-degree spot turn, climbing vertically up in a spiral at 300 feet per minute. Here she is, dipping her nose, accelerating smoothly to maneuvering speeds. Ladies and gentlemen, hold your breath. As you see, LUH speeding off for another maneuver, the wing over to the left. The pilots make a sharp pitch up to 60 degrees, hit a paddle turn before they come out to the left and dive right back. You can hear the charismatic noise of the main rotor blades of LUH slapping the air into submission as she accelerates into a level flight. शानदार कलाबाजियों को जारी रखते हुए कैप्टन एक बार फिर विंग ओवर की तैयारी में, इस बार दाईं की ओर। Now going in for a high bank turn with high G loading, demonstrating the excellent handling qualities and performance capabilities. Piloting the LUH today, we have Wing Commander Anil Bambani, retired, who is seasoned test pilot with more than 6,000 hours of flying to his credit. Sharing the cockpit with him is Wing Commander Subhash P. John, retired VM and Chief Test Pilot Rotary Wing HAL, who has amassed more than 7,500 hours of flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please look ahead as the pilots get ready to perform the rearward flight, which will culminate in the exhilarating tail-up hover. The LUH proceeding rearwards with a unique tail rotor design, allowing it to handle strong winds from any direction with such ease. And there it is, the tail-up hover, showcasing the razor-sharp response and control power available to the pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, the LUH accelerates away, positioning for the most challenging stall turns. You will now see the LUH climbing up steeply as it bleeds its speed to 0 and with a sharp rudder turn accelerates downwards. What a breathtaking maneuver. And here it is, performing the signature move once again right in front of us. As the old adage goes, save the best for the last. Towards the end of this segment, we shall now witness the LUH move precipitously, building momentum to perform the zoom climb. This maneuver is carried out to gain altitude in the shortest possible time. The helicopter will execute the steep, rapid ascent to gain altitude and level off at the top into a high hover. Intense forces exerted on the helicopter during the zoom climb demonstrates the robust airframe design, the powerful and nimble rotor, which puts complete freedom in the hands of the pilot. ಈ LUH ವಿಮಾನ
ನಮ್ಮ ತುಮಕೂರು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ HAL ಇಂದ ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟ ಏಷ್ಯಾದ ಅತಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಕಾರ್ಖಾನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಸಿದ್ಧಪಡಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ನಮ್ಮೂರು ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್. A shining example of Atmanirbhar Bharat, the LUH symbolizes India's growing strength in helicopter design and manufacture. And that, ladies and gentlemen, marks the end of a brilliant display by LUH. Please give the wonderful pilots a wave and a big round of applause.
Dear audience, now you will witness the landing of the majestic flanker, followed by the takeoff of the LCA Mark 1 Alpha.
Ladies and gentlemen, after such an enthralling performance by LUH, the most awaited display is going to be unleashed in front of you. A major success story of India. There it is. Series of rolls right in front of us. As the aircraft pitches up to the right, it is time to witness the aircraft's agility to carry out a max rate. He's positioning for a short circuit. Notice how swiftly the aircraft maneuvers. The aircraft is now positioning for a short circuit and landing. Ladies and gentlemen, the pilot in command, Group Captain K.K. Venugopal, is the chief test pilot for the fixed-wing platforms at HAL. He joined HAL in 2016 and is an accomplished test pilot who has flown 30 different types of aircrafts and has more than 4,500 hours of flying. Ladies and gentlemen, please look to your left as the Tejas Mark 1 Alpha is landing right in front of you. Please give a huge round of applause for the Tejas Mark 1 Alpha team.
And now coming in next in line is Su-57 from our friend Russia. The marvelous aircraft is lining up and will demonstrate short field takeoff capability, wherein it shall get airborne in less than 250 meters. So keep...
The pilot now flying in from your left to execute a tight circuit to land. Please notice as the aircraft flaunts its undercarriage and flaps right in front of you. The aircraft has an advanced anti-skid system in its brakes, making it an ideal platform to operate from short airfields. And that was the intermediate jet trainer, the Head JT-36.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we proudly present to you Hindustan Turbo Trainer 40, an indigenously developed basic trainer which reflects India's ability to shape its own pilot training ecosystem. Started as HAL's own program, HTD 40 has been under development since 2013. First prototype of HTD 40 performed its experimental flight in May 2016, subsequently completing all the tests including the spin certification. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, HTD 40 taking off. It is testimony of HAL's endeavor towards indigenous aircraft design and development. Pilot now going on for his first maneuver. The wing over to the left. The wing over. Followed by positioning the aircraft for the barrel roll to the right. Now the pilot pulls up for a barrel roll. For the barrel roll, the pilot pulls up for a loop and then rolls the aircraft to change its direction by 90 degrees. Pilot once again executing the wing over to the right, facing the audience, positioning the aircraft for another barrel roll, this time to the left. Please look up for the barrel roll. Barrel roll is a maneuver known for coordinated and precise rolling and pitching. Such maneuvers demand a high degree of professionalism and situational awareness. Piloting the aircraft is Wing Commander Pratyush Awasthi, Deputy Chief Test Pilot Fixed Wing, with more than 4,000 hours of flying to his credit. He is programmed test pilot for platforms like IJT, Hawk, Jaguar and HTT-40. The pilot now positioning the aircraft for a horizontal figure of 8. Here it is, with the initiation of the loop, finishing the first half in an inverted dive and going erect by flipping the aircraft, thus making the completion of one side of horizontal 8. Now the pilot going for another loop, repeating the maneuver to complete the other half of the horizontal 8. Please notice HTT-40 doing a 270 degrees right roll to turn left. HTT-40 is designed by Aircraft Research and Design Center of HAL to meet the training requirements of Indian Armed Forces. A 2.8-ton tandem seat turboprop aircraft, it has an excellent low speed handling capabilities. It is equipped with air-conditioned cockpit, modern avionics, hot refueling and zero-speed, zero-altitude ejection seats. HTT-40 is now positioning for landing, executing a short circuit and closing in to the runway. Please notice how easily the aircraft has maneuvered. Aircraft will land close to the tires and come to stop using the reverse thrust, a feature unique to HTT-40. The aircraft concludes its aerial display, leaving the message behind that India's aviation future is bright and the sky is no longer the limit, but just the beginning.
Dear audience, it's time now for the smallest aircraft of the display, and the aircraft coming next is so small that one day each one of you could own it. And that's the purpose for which it has been developed by the National Aerospace Laboratories. New generation Hansa aircraft, also known as Hansa NG, is India's first all-composite light aircraft designed and developed by Council of Scientific and Industrial Research and NAL in the very light aircraft category. Now it's taking off. Okay. It's a two-seater aircraft, low-flying aircraft with low noise emission and option to use both motor gasoline and aviation gasoline. This allows for more flexibility and economical operations meeting the IFR certification. It has a service ceiling of 1000 feet above mean sea level and a maximum speed of 140 knots. As the aircraft reaches in front of you and across, the pilot will execute a steep turn to the left. Will change the direction by 360 degree with minimum radius of turn. Here you see the aircraft banking right and initiating the maneuver. Within no time, the aircraft will roll out on the original directions, showcasing its maneuverability with losing altitude and potential. After completing the steep turn, pilot is now positioning to execute a horizontal figure of 8. This horizontal 8 is a combination of two steep turns, showcasing the thrust margin of aircraft and its potential to demonstrate sustained rate of turn. Now you can see aircraft executing. Now aircraft is entering into a maneuver of making figure of 8. Now aircraft is completing the second half of the figure of 8 maneuver. While the aircraft positions for the next maneuver, I would like to introduce you to the pilot flying the machine. This aircraft is being flown by Wing Commander Saurabh Kumar Singh, who is a test pilot from the esteemed Aircraft and System Testing Establishment of Indian Air Force, based in your own beloved city of Bengaluru. He has flown a total of 13 aircraft within a short span of 15.5 years of his service and has 2,300 hours of flying on a fighter trainer and transport class of aircraft. He is also a fighter combat leader and instrument rating examiner. Now pilot is positioning for the wing over. As he puts the aircraft in shallow dive, the aircraft will accelerate and gain speed for wing over. It has just executed the, now initiating the right wing over. Now it is initiating for the left wing over. Now aircraft is positioning for a short circuit landing, and now it will do a wing waggling. You can see the aircraft executing. Now the aircraft, you can see, is positioning for a short circuit and landing. This aircraft has a service ceiling of 10,000 feet above mean sea level and a maximum speed of 140 knots. With this landing, the pilot on behalf of aircraft and system testing establishment leaves a message that Indian Air Force has always been supporting and will always support the indigenous aircraft and system, no matter what.
After the smallest aircraft of Aero India 2025, coming in from your left is the Dornier 228 aircraft, a flying test bed of Defence Research and Development Organization. Developed under the project named Shine, the aircraft is installed with Kshitij, an indigenous long-range AESA-based maritime patrol radar. The aircraft has been modified to support advanced avionics, radar and mission system testing. The aircraft is captained by squadron leader A.K. Singh today. The aircraft is equipped with multi-sensory stations, aerodynamic modifications and instrumentation suites that play a crucial role in testing and validating cutting-edge defense technology.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep looking to your left as the aircraft will be shortly landing right in front of you. The aircraft houses an on-board software-defined radio used for communications and transmission of sensor data. It is a key step in India's self-reliance in aerospace innovation.
Aircraft is one of the world's most advanced fighter, all the way from Fairbanks, Alaska. F-35. Shortly after the takeoff, the aircraft will climb with max rate and thereafter bedazzle you with a series of maneuvers, thereby showing off pure American muscle. Take your eyes towards your left as the F-35 is rearing and gearing for a short takeoff. And that's pilot demonstrating a vertical climb. While he's inverted, he's waving at you to wave back. This, the aircraft's ability to turn in a short radius, that too at significantly high speeds. That's F-35 performing a climbing turn, quickly gaining altitude to reposition for the next maneuver. Of F-35, who's amazing you with his marvelous maneuver, is Major Deaver. Keeping up with the beat and the visual treat, prepare yourself for another zipping fighter aircraft, the Sukhoi 30 MKI, flown by Group Captain Vishak Nair and Flight Lieutenant Danish Siddiqui. You're about to witness a low-level aerobatic display by one of the world's most agile fighter aircraft, Sukhoi 30 MKI, also known as the Flanker. The display will give you an idea of the maneuvers that the mighty Flanker is capable of performing. The Sukhoi 30 MKI is a multi-role air superiority fighter. It is a twin-seater, twin-engine aircraft. The MKI variant is tailor-made for Indian specifications and is capable of air-to-air and air-to-ground operations. It is integrated with the state-of-the-art radar and weapons capable of delivering a high degree of damage to the targets. Keep your eyes riveted as the Sukhoi has rolled. Do not miss the sight of its majestic platform as Sukhoi shall carry out a climbing turn towards his left after the takeoff. That's a really marvelous sight to see. Now the aircraft is positioning himself towards its left for his first maneuver called as Loop Tumble Yaw. The Sukhoi 30 MKI is one of the few aircraft in the world that can perform this extremely complex maneuver. Shift your gaze upwards as he takes the center stage, ready to pull up. And there he pulls up, thereby going vertical and inscribing a circle in the sky. Do not miss to wave back as the pilot shall now be inverted, waving at you. And there the nose comes tumbling down. And now the Sukhoi does the yaw, thereby bidding farewell to all the known laws of aerodynamics. This maneuver helps him change direction quickly. Apart from the sheer flying skill, this maneuver is made possible by a combination of thrust-vectored engines and fly-by-wire technology. Now the aircraft shall position towards your right for a series of rolls. Do not miss the roll as he shall come towards you and he shall perform the rolls on my count of 1 and 2. And there he comes in for a roll. 1, 2. And now it's time for a climbing roll. Flying in this manner not only requires skill, but a high degree of situational awareness and absolute mastery of the aircraft and its system. Once again, the aircraft is turning towards your left. What distinguishes a good fighter jet is not only its ability to fly supersonic but also the ability to fly slow and low. And this is precisely what you're going to witness right in front of you. The aircraft is dropping its speed to as low as 240 kilometers per hour. And our pilots are repositioning to display another unique capability of the aircraft. The ability to turn in a dime, as they say, the minimum radius turn. The aircraft is flying at speed close to 500 kilometers per hour and is describing a circle. The circle that the aircraft is describing on the ground is less than 450 meters in radius. This allows the superior air combat performance when engaged with an adversary.